Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Nicole. Guys, it has been a little while since I have posted any videos. It has been a long couple of weeks, so I'm just going to give some quick, talk to you guys for a quick second. This is going to be your daily video for January 4th. I hope you all had a very happy holiday, no matter how you celebrated. Or even if you didn't, I hope it was beautiful for you. The new year, I hope the new year ringing in 2024 was a nice time to release all of that that had happened in 2023, and you're ready for a new start. I've seen a lot of people right now are dealing with illnesses and stuff, and I was hoping to get back on here yesterday, but my daughter came down with a bug, so that got postponed. It was like every time I tried to get something done, something else came up. So I just want to say thank you all for sticking around and being patient with me while I took care of things that I needed to take care of and trying to get myself back into the swing of things. It's been a long couple of weeks, but it was beautiful, and I hope you guys had a beautiful holiday as well. So with that, let's just jump into it. I will say there were readings that I wanted to do at the end of the year I didn't get to do. Lots of new things I'm going to be working on, so just keep an eye out for the new videos to come out. I may start those today, not going to make any promises as things have been a little crazy. So we're going to go ahead and do your daily read. I hope, again, you guys are doing well and fantastic. Stay healthy, stay well, right? All right, guys, so let's see what's going on for the collective spirit, January 4th, 2024. I love it. The 8, they're bringing up the fact of the 8 of the year, right? So last year was all about the self-care with the 7. And the 8 this year is about the infinite flow of life, being in the flow with the divine, with spirit, with yourself. You know, don't fight things with resistance, guys. Let things just flow to you the way that they're supposed to flow. Make sure that you're being flexible this year, right? Allow yourself to, you know, they're showing me the wheel of fortune. Allow that wheel to spin to put you back on top of things. It's also about karma, karmic connections, you know, and you know, I know some people aren't like too keen on the karma thing, but it's not even about like, oh, you know, you're getting bad things or you're getting what's due to you. Remember, karma is good and bad, right? It's not just about the negative. And I think a lot of times people tend to look at karma in the negative aspect of, you know, someone's pissed you off or hurt your feelings. Like, you know, I hope they get theirs. It's not about that. It is very much about what you put out there, you get back. I've always said, you know, I don't wish anything bad or good upon anybody. I wish you exactly what you deserve. So it's, you know, depending on where you are in that, what have you done? What flow, what vibrational flow have you put out there in the world? Because whatever that is, you will get that back. What goes around comes around, right? So whether it's good or bad, it's there. As I look under the deck, Sacred Geometry, the fertility card is showing its face. This is also time, obviously, new year, new beginnings, right? There's a lot of growth to be had this year, and you get to start to plant those seeds as to where you're going to take your life, what things you're going to, you know, mass produce, what it is that you're going to do, the things that are important to you. Where are you planting those seeds? How are you nurturing them? Very much the Empress energy. With that as well, where was I was going to say something. What was I going to say? Oh, with the fertility card, be careful. I've not just seen this come up here today, but also in others' readings where if you are, you know, and this won't be for everybody, but if you don't want children, be mindful, right? Because with that fertility card, there's a lot of, it's almost like, what was like the years of the baby boomers or whatever, right? So it's like, it's kind of like that energy coming in as well. So just be responsible, you know, that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see, guys. Let's see what's going on for the collective today, January 4th, please, Spirit. Empowerment and coherence. Coherence supports our ability to harmonize this frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality we desire, and empowering yourself through that as well. So it's getting the heart and the head on the same wavelength. It's opening yourself up to new creative endeavors. Spirit is saying it's just a new vision. It really is about a new vision, a new way of being, and accepting things for what they truly are. So let's see what comes out. As I say that, the heart chakra. This is about heart opening, heart space, heart healing. This is your foundational energy and miracles. Don't discount feel-good feelings right now, guys. And I'm going to say to you that this, I don't feel like this is just for today. This is going to be for the extension or the extended overview of 2024, is to allow your faith to guide you. Allow your faith to open you up to the possibilities of what can be. Don't discount anything that feels good. Don't discount anything that feels right. I do think for a lot of you, you may find, things maybe 2024 has gotten off to a difficult start for you, but it's asking you to be patient. It's asking you to do everything that you can and from a space of love, right? And trust that the miracles, you're being fully supported with your beliefs. So I do feel like too, with Pluto and Aquarius, it's going to happen on the 21st. Your values, your traditions, your belief systems could be tested. And it's, you may start to see things in a very different sense that start to shape a new reality for you. Allow it to take place. Allow it to happen, because it is happening for a reason. It's going to show you a new way of being. And if you think about it, last year or even the years before, anything that you had struggled with, anything that you had belief in and to a certain degree that you thought it was supposed to happen a certain way, this is a challenge to your belief system this year. So I think that the overall is like Spirit is trying to prep you, all of us, for a new way of existing in this world that we've created, and how we're going to create and fertilize what it is to come. So just be mindful of that and trust that Spirit is saying that everything is connected, right? The heart is connected. We are here to love universally, right? So it's this higher consciousness that is expanding our belief system, and we're being asked to trust that right now, okay? All right, so let's see. What do you guys got specifically for today, Spirit, for today? All right. So weird. Like I've been so off the camera for so long, and now I almost feel awkward. It's weird. Okay. All right. What else? So we've got the woman holding a coin. Very much reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So some fiery determination on where it is that you're headed. 6. I don't feel like it's so much nostalgia as much as it is, and my nose is itching already. I haven't dealt with that in weeks. Confirmation. This isn't about, what was I going to say? This isn't about the nostalgia. This is about going back and looking as to what worked and what didn't, right? So this is going, I know that these ways that I have tried, these ways that I have tested in the past were not, I couldn't take action the way that I wanted to. It didn't create a sense of stability for me. Now strategizing. And I think that for some of you, if not a lot of you, there was probably some kind of tower moment that happened. Taking a look at the self, it's self-accountability, looking at the self that creates the storms within, that creates the heartbreak, and realizing that there's a way through, there's a way out of it. My nose is itching so bad, oh my goodness. There is a way through it. I do feel like there's an understanding about how to heal the heart space, heal any past disappointments so that you can move forward in this action that is being taken, this assertiveness that is being taken. But it's also about trusting your intuition to lead you through that. I do feel like you're going to have to keep a check on yourself as to whether it is your mind overanalyzing or if it is truly your intuition that's speaking to you. But by feeling, Spirit is saying you're going to know, okay? So, again, be mindful. Always be mindful. All right, what else for the collective today, Spirit? What else for the collective today? What else for the collective? And with that comes victory and success. Rest, rejuvenation, meditation. Again, some of you, just like myself, I use myself as the example a lot because I feel like Spirit has used me over the years as a test crash dummy for other people. I seem to go through things, and then next thing I know, I hear about all these other people that are now experiencing this. You could have needed a time and a space to recharge, to rest, to get out of the chaos, maybe of the holidays or just situations in your particular life. I do feel like that period of rest is slowly coming to an end. It's time to start to move on and move forward, but still make sure that you're meditating, getting the rest that you need. Spirit is saying staying hydrated, be in the flow of water energy as well. And then with this victory card sitting here, again, another 10, you're going to start to see things shift. I feel like some of you could be completing a lot of tasks at this time. Those little wins, it's kind of like win the battle, or, you don't have to win all the battles to win the war. But I do feel like there's a lot of things that you're accomplishing at this time. You're feeling a quiet sense, a subtle sense of this rejuvenation is coming in, you're feeling this subtle sense of, I can't accomplish this, or if I get this one thing done, it's one step further than where I was. So it's like you're rebuilding and reorganizing the way that you operate at this time, and you're finding, again, what feels good, what's inspiring you, and then seeing things. Spirit just keeps going back to the small portions. So if every day you're doing something, you're making progress towards where it is that you're headed. So you don't have to go, bluntly, balls to the wall every single day to see your manifestations come to reality. As long as you're working with Spirit and they see the effort that you're putting in, you're making heartfelt effort to get things accomplished, you are going to continue to move forward. So just trust that you are being guided, and you know, again, what didn't work and what's going to work now in the future. So it's like you're testing, and I keep saying testing and trying. So trying new ways, testing out new methods of doing things. With that strategizing card that showed up on the bottom, you're figuring it out as you go. Also, in relation to your finances, a lot of you could be working on healing your finances at this time. So maybe 2023 whooped your ass, and of course we have the holidays, which, it's like a Hallmark card. You gotta go out and buy and do 11:11 on the clock there. But, just healing your finances after, it's recovering the finances, recovering your energy, recovering your strength, recovering, moving forward. Ace of Pentacles comes out with the woman holding a coin. So new opportunities coming into light. I will also say, if you are a businessman or businesswoman, again, tried, tested, working your way through things. Two of Pentacles, you're going to try to, you are finding some balance in the things around you, right? And I think you're also wondering and questioning too, who is it that you want to work with? Who is it that you're making the efforts with? And I'm going to say, for a lot of you, you're choosing to work on your own. It's like moving away from the energy of breadcrumbing, maybe where there was a position or a time where you were putting in all of the work, and what you were getting back, you got the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, it wasn't equal. It wasn't enough to be had. It was being breadcrumbed along the way, and now realizing, this is not where I'm going to place my energy. 12:12 on the clock. I'm going to start to move on, and there's a lot of pentacle, excuse me, a lot of pentacle energy here. So healing the stability aspects of your life, healing your finances, healing your security, working on the root chakra as well. But I will say, what I like about this is I've got Four Pentacles when it's said and done here. Some of you, Spirit is also saying, could be getting into Feng Shui and things like that as well, to help create a harmonious balance within your foundations at home or office or whatever it is, where you spend a lot of your time at. But it's going to open up new gates and new opportunities, but you are definitely walking away, moving on from any drama, any situations, any arguments, any fights. Whether this has been a forced, Spirit is also bringing this in, a forced change that has happened. So you could have just experienced some things that required you to go into this rest and rejuvenation so that you could start to heal. It was like, I always tell people all the time, like, if you know that there's something that you need to do and you're not doing it, Spirit's going to give you so much, or God's going to give you so many opportunities to take that for yourself, to do it on your own free will. And eventually they're going to move you one way or another. So you can either fight it, talked about that resistance, don't be resistant to change, or they're going to move you for you. So you get to decide how that goes down, right? But I do feel like for some of you, this was a push forward, that maybe Spirit, maybe there was just something you weren't seeing, and that's okay, right? It's not the end of the world. But there could have been just something that you weren't seeing. And by way of that, Spirit is like, okay, here's this tower moment. You're going to walk through the storms. It's going to create some pain. And then we're going to move on and move forward from this. But it's moved you in the right direction. So I do feel like that was very beneficial if you felt like you were kind of being hit over the head with everything. Death card, there's Scorpio energy and the Empress. Transformation, transmutation of these energies. You realize that you don't have to juggle everything anymore. You may be finding this year too that, and they're talking specifically over this weekend. So it's like you may this week have taken, sometimes I know, like we started like Tuesday, I think was the first, right? And was it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Today's what is today? I don't even know what today's date is. Oh my God, I said the 4th. It is the 4th. I don't know. I've got my days mixed up. This whole Christmas break thing has just sent me over the edge. So anyhow, but through this though, this is like this week in itself, along with this weekend, you may be finding there's an easier pace to work at where you're not juggling as much. You know that you have to do a little bit here and a little bit there, and you are. But the way you're doing it seems to be in a much more grounded sense, a much more refined sense as well. So it's good energy to be in to change this up. So I like that for you guys. What is this victory about, Spirit? The Eight of Pentacles. I'm telling you, shit ton of pentacles here, guys. Really focusing on the choices and the decisions that you're making when it comes to your money, your finances, your career, projects that you're working on, things that are going to bring great stability to your world. Two of Wands, you know, he's got that world in his hand. Seven of Cups. He knows that he's got options, and I think as part of this Two of Pentacles, recognizing what options are worth your while in the long run as well. So that's good. And there comes the King of Pentacles, the Strength card, the courage to listen. If you have been in a space of, there's that Four of Wands. If you have been in this space of questioning where you're going to go, it's like the unknown, the unforeseen, right? And we're going to deal a lot with that for the next 20 years with Pluto and Aquarius. Some things we're just not meant to know. We're not meant to understand them. We're supposed to trust it. It's about having faith in the divine, that they're going to bring stable foundations for us as long as we are in flow. A lot of energy of the Four and that stability of that root. King of Pentacles. It's like taking the littlest things. You know, you could have like a very small idea. You think about it, the fidget spinners of all things. I don't even know why this is the example, but it is. Something as simple as a fidget spinner. The person who invented that, they had a very small idea and it made them millions of dollars, right? So this is like taking little things. I'm not going to promise you're going to run off tomorrow by the end of the year and be a millionaire, but those little investments that you're making, those little creative endeavors, the things that you're thinking about, don't let those intuitive hits go unexplored. Okay, because that King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles is going, you're going to figure it out. You're going to put in the hard work. And then, you know, as you're strategizing, learning, you're apprenticing in something, you're mastering a skill, you're going to up level to the King of Pentacles. There's no other way to go. But you also have the courage and the strength to put the faith that you are being led and guided, that what's out there that you can't see or you don't know, Spirit is asking you to trust it, because it is going to work out for your better benefit. And you also got Leo here, so Leo and Scorpio. And it's funny because I said at the end of the year, Leo and Scorpio kept popping up in each other's readings. Honest to God, this whole reading is nothing but pentacles. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. I think too, if you guys have struggled with how you do it on your own, that's not going to be a question anymore. It's changing. Like you've planted seeds, but now all of a sudden, it's like I can see a plant popping up out of the ground. Like, so let's say you plant seeds, right? And in those little pods or whatever, and you start every day, you watch them pop up. You know, today it's got a stem, it's sticking up out of the ground. Tomorrow it's got a leaf, then it's grown, you know, a few centimeters, and then the next day it's grown and grown. It's like every single day, so long as you're working for or working towards your goals in any capacity. And understand too that just simply meditating on them and being in a good space within yourself, a clear mind and a clear heart, that those things are going to continue to flourish, you know, and bringing you into the space of individual abundance. So I feel like for a lot of you too, you're realizing how you're going to be able to do it on your own. And that goes back to the idea that throughout this shift ever since the pandemic, people are viewing relationship dynamics very different too. So if you've relied on a spouse or something like that, you could be finding solitude and independence in the way you move to support yourself when it's said and done. But it's very much standing on an individualized basis as to how, you know, you're going to do things on your own and for yourself, where you're not going to have ties or conditions around how you move forward, because someone's like, oh yeah, here, I'll give you this, but then I need this from you, right? So there's that breadcrumbing energy aspect to it, is everything is on conditions. You give me a lot, I give you a little. Again, walking away from that, not entertaining it, not investing in it anymore. So good energy here, guys. Outcome. High Priestess, there's that unknown. I said you're not going to always know what is going to lie on the other side of what it is that you're working on. But with that High Priestess too, I said earlier, with that woman holding coin, trusting our intuition, trusting that we are being guided exactly where it is that we need to go. And the Page of Cups, new offers, emotional offers, things are going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. Things that are, it's like, you know, you make a wish, wish upon a star, right? Make that wish, trust where it's guiding you, stay stabilized, stay grounded in that energy. And, you know, Spirit just said to you, fight for what's yours. Fight for what's yours. That Four of Pentacles, you know, last year I had a kind of a skewed view on the Four of Pentacles, as it was like a lot of resistance. And the Four of Pentacles can be a lot of resistance. It's holding on to things that are not serving us. But I also feel like there's been an emotional investment in something, or it could be in a couple different areas of your life, that you're just like, you know what, I have worked my ass off to get to this. I've had to work on myself. I've had to do shadow work. I've had to work on my finances. I've had to work on my home. I've had to work on my projects. I've had to work on my work. I've worked hard for this, and I've nurtured this, and I love this, and I'm going to protect this. And it's like taking no shit whatsoever with this Knight of Swords. I'm not a fan of his because he tends to be aggressive. But it's just like, here, it's almost like you're giving off the warning shot. Like, no fuckery this year. Not going to do it. I'm going to protect everything that I've worked for, and I'm going to nourish it. And if you're coming in any other way but with love and going to truly balance things out with me, rather than against me, then you're not welcome here, is really how that feels to me. So, advice for today, and we're going to wrap this up. Took a little bit longer than usual simply because I haven't been on here in a while. So, thank you guys again so much for just sticking around and supporting the channel in all the ways that you do. In the next week or so, I'm going to be making some changes to some things, and you'll have better access to me that way too for personal readings. I said grounding in that transmutation of the Death card, breaking free. But so with that, the information in the description box is going to change here before long, and I'll let you know when I do that. Again, readings will be coming out as well, and I will open up readings here with, like I said, within the next week or so we can get back to business as usual, okay? All right, advice for the collective today, Spirit. Way too many. Advice for the collective. Choices. I feel like you're narrowing down your choices, and you're taking a look at maybe the choices that you've made in the past and reassessing, again, what did not work, right? It's like making a checklist of the things that you need to do as well. So make sure you're staying organized, so you know where your priorities need to go at this time. And give yourself the compassion and a space to breathe through it, right? Like, don't get hung up on, I should have had X, Y, and Z done by now. Be playful. Play in the energy that comes through. Allow it to just be fun. You know, open yourself up. Feel good about what it is that you're doing. I also will say to some of you that you've got someone or something on the other side who is either watching you or overseeing you. And I also will say, for those of you who are parents or have younger people in the household, these people are also looking up to you. So if you're dealing with somebody who's grouchy and feeling some kind of way, and this could just be a spouse too, right? Your spouse could look up to you and admire what you do and how you move. If they appear to be grouchy, it's almost like asking you to take a look at yourself and go, what kind of mood have I been in? How am I feeling about things? Because that could be, it's like you're leading by example kind of feel. So just stay in a lighthearted, happy energy and approach to things. And if you need time for yourself, then take a hot second for yourself and just, I need a minute, right? And then aligning with this. It's not, again, the word of trust. Trusting and surrendering to the process. Allow yourself to align, excuse me, to everything that is around you. Trusting, and it's like, I'm also hearing with this card, as above, so below. And I've seen that, like, pulled some cards for myself over this break, you know, working on my own self. And as above and so below, right? We are connected from root to tip. So it's like allowing yourself to be in that divine flow of energy, working on the inside, right? It's never about our external world, it's about our internal world, because our internal world is indicative as to the external experiences that we are going to have and how we handle them. Not how we react, but how we respond. So pushing against anything is going to make life harder on you. So just to be, again, align and be in flow with everything that's around you at this time is going to be one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself to start this year off. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. All right, guys, I hope you found this reading helped you today. I'm so happy to be back, so excited to get back to YouTube and to all of you. Again, one more time, thank you all so much for your love, your support, your understanding. As I took a few minutes to myself, and I'm going to start getting these readings out to you, a whole new version. I'm probably going to do things a little bit differently throughout the month of January because I do have a lot of, I'll call them engagements, to take care of, things that are going to require my attention. So we'll see how it goes. But then, you know, it is what it is, always. So, all right, guys, I'm sending you so much love. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.